Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anu and I make videos from the province of Alberta in Canada. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by. I highly appreciate you. And if you're a new subscriber, please subscribe before you leave and turn on your notification bell so that the next time that I upload a video, whenever that is, you'll be the first to know. Okay. So in today's video, I will be sharing a story. It's been a while that I shared a story. I like to share stories about my life and kind of share the lessons from the stories. So if this is something that you're interested in, keep watching.
You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
It is a beautiful and sunny day here in Alberta today, and I thought that I would bring this story to you. And so from the title, you probably already know what I'm talking about. So I'm sharing a story about when I had, is it 2.5 or 3 bridal showers? Yes. I don't know. I'll probably let you guys know how many I consider, and you guys will know why I'm saying 2.5 or 3, because I'm not sure if I want to consider the third one an actual bridal shower or not. But yeah, you guys listen. It happened that I had more than one bridal shower before I got married. So the first one, I remember quite clearly that it was organized by a few people in my church, the church that I was attending in the city that I was leaving right before I got married. So it was organized by a few people, a few aunties, the pastor's wife and their kids, and you know, some ladies in the church. And so shout out to House of David Milton. If anyone is watching this video from the House of David Milton, you guys are the best. And it was organized by them, and they told me that I was they were inviting me to somebody's birthday party. So and I remember the dress that I wore that day. I think I was wearing like a white and black jumpsuit and a pair of red heels, you know. So you know, I liked the way, because I dressed like I was going for someone's birthday party at a restaurant, because I asked where the birthday party was holding and they said it was going to be at a restaurant. So I kind of dressed for the occasion, not knowing that I was going for my bridal shower. So when I got to the restaurant, you know, and then they told me, they made me sit like at the head of the table, you know what I mean, like so I was kind of made like the focus of the table. And they told me that, so this is, oh by the way guys, if you hear any background sounds, it's summer, it's a very beautiful day like I said earlier, so there are lots of people outside, yeah, zooming cars, bikes and all those kind of things. Anyways, so when they put me at the table, at the focus of the table, that's when they told me that, so we're here for your bridal shower. I'm like, oh my goodness. I wasn't even expecting it at all. Like, I mean, all the surprise things. I've been quite surprised a few times in my life, and I consider myself as somebody that is intelligent, if I can say so myself, or somebody that is like, I tell my husband sometimes that if I was to choose another profession, or if I was to come in another life, I would probably be a detective, because I believe that I observe very well. I know how to do detective work. Like if I see this, if I see 1 and 2, I can kind of put 1 and 2 together and say it's 2 is the answer, you know. Like I'm very observant, you know. So I was kind of surprised that they pulled that off, and I didn't even know, and I'm such a homebody too. For me to have agreed to go for a birthday party for someone that I did not know, the lady, and see, Jessica's mom, I can't remember her name now. Jessica's mom is what I call her. She was just, nudging me and saying, don't worry, just come out, and I'm like, okay, because it was a Sunday afternoon. And I agreed to go, and it was such a beautiful time, and they started asking me questions, how did you, it was kind of like, it was like they wanted me to encourage the young ladies at the table that were in from the church, and tell them, how, to be a single person, and be godly and all that. And it was kind of like a honor. I was so happy, we ate, we took pictures. I'll kind of insert some pictures by the side for you guys to know, so you guys can kind of see what I looked like around that time. I know I have kind of doubled or even tripled in size now, but yeah, this is what I looked like then around that time. This is what I looked like around that time. So the second bridal shower that I had was very phenomenal as well, because I kind of sensed or knew that a bridal shower was being planned for me. Like I said, I know how to do detective work very well. So, but I knew, but I didn't know the enormity of what they were planning, right? So, okay, let me tell you how I knew. At the time, I was living with my uncle and my aunt, and they were renovating their house, the basement. So, when I got back from work that one day, I just went downstairs to check what the workers had done while I was away at work. And then I don't know why, like I said, I'm a detective, yeah. So I opened cabinets that I had no business opening. I opened cabinets, I was just checking what they did. And that's how I saw one of the cabinets. Like I said, the work was being done in the basement, so I mean, nobody would have thought that I would go there. So I went to the basement and I opened one of the cabinets, and I saw like a bridal shower sash and a crown and some paper plates and cups, and I'm like, and it was around the time, shortly before I got married. So I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'm sure that somebody is planning a bridal shower, and for who but me, yeah. So I kind of knew. So one day I go back from work in the afternoon, and I was surprised but when I entered the house, because I already saw cars and shoes and stuff at the entrance, and I saw people, they all welcomed me, like, hi, welcome back from work, yeah. Everybody was celebrating and stuff, and I'm like, yeah. So they were like, okay, you know what, go upstairs, take a shower and change your clothes. So the door of the basement was locked at that time, so I was like, okay, so these few people that are here are the ones that are here to celebrate me with the bridal shower. So I went upstairs, changed, and I also remember what I was wearing that day. I was wearing one on top like that my parents got for me. When I now came downstairs, they were like, okay, so now it is time to go to where the bridal shower is holding. I'm like, isn't it holding already here? They're like, no. So they opened the basement door, and when I got downstairs, lots of people just shouted, congratulations and all those kind of things. I'm like, what? I knew something was happening, but I did not know that this many people would show up. I'm like, who on earth planned this? So this shout out to Auntie Joke, shout out to Auntie Dupe, shout out to Uncle Femi, and to my husband as well, because he helped in planning all this. So yeah, and shout out to all my family members that were involved with this, and my friends, anyone that attended that bridal shower. Shout out to you guys. You guys are loved. Yes, I really appreciate all of you guys, because yeah, I wasn't even expecting it at all, and it was like a proper bridal shower. And I remember there was an MC, and so they were asking questions, playing games. We played games, we ate, we took pictures and videos, and I can't find all these videos and pictures anymore, which is so painful. But I mean, I remember memories are better than pictures and videos. But I would have loved to show you guys, but again I would insert whatever pictures or videos that I can find. But guess what, guys, I actually found the video where my husband proposed to me. So if you guys want to see that proposal video and hear how we met and how we proposed, you know, let me know, because I actually have the footage, the actual footage of where he proposed. I have pictures, you know. So yeah, if you guys want me to do a video about that, let me know. Now the third one that I'm saying, that I said that I don't know if this qualifies as an actual bridal shower, was at work, because it was my last day at work and it was organized by my supervisor and my manager and a few other ladies. So yeah, they gave me a gift, you know. They called me to the back and, you know, they kind of gave me advice for a new bride, and then they gave me a gift. I remember what they gave me was like a necklace, some sort of expensive jewelry, and you know, they kind of celebrated me. And yeah, so in total I had like 3 events preceding my wedding, you know, as a new bride. Why am I sharing this story? I'm sharing this story as kind of like a sequel to the previous video that I did before this one, where I, you know, shared 3 lessons that I've learned in my 30s, and one of them is to own you. And so the lesson here for me is that for someone that did not have too many friends, I mean, I was relatively new in Canada. I didn't have too many friends, especially in the city that I was living in at that time. You know, the only friends that I had were just a few family and, you know, church members. So I wasn't even expecting 1 bridal shower, not to talk of 2 and not to talk of 3, you know. So but I had 3 or 2.5, whatever that you would consider the third one as. I had more than 1 bridal shower, and you know, it was like somebody that I didn't have too many friends or too many people that I would have thought would organize it, but I had 2 major ones and 1 that was organized by my colleagues at work. And I'm like, so you know, recently I was thinking about it that way. You actually had more than 1 bridal shower. So sometimes when you know, thinking that you can't have something because of who you are, or because of your situation, because of your circumstances, or because of your location, you know, guess what, sometimes God just blows your mind. Now, as a disclaimer, having a bridal, it is not compulsory for you to have a bridal shower. Not everyone will have a bridal shower, of which, you know, what is the use of a bridal shower? It's just to celebrate the bride, you know, and make her happy before her grand day. But not everyone would. I'm just using this as a story to kind of tell you a lesson that, you know, if you think you can never have something, guess what, you can have even more than 1, or that you can have multiples of that thing. Sometimes people tell you, or the world will tell you, that you can't fit into a certain kind of model because of the kind of person that you are. Well, guess what, you can do whatever you want to do. The Bible says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Exactly. So which means that it doesn't matter the kind of person that you are, or which I have another story of. So one time that I was told I couldn't get something if I didn't do something in a particular way, and guess what, I got that thing, and it choked them that time. They were surprised. In fact, me, I never expected it. Like, I never expected that, you know, I would have that thing, you know, because of what people had told me, that you would never have this thing except you do it this way, you know. And just it's the same as this bridal shower story. Like, I never expected I would have even 1 bridal shower, and I had 3. I mean, that's just like crazy. But yeah, so that's the story that I wanted to share with you guys. Be confident about yourself. I mean, we hear this all the time. Be confident about yourself, be you, enjoy your uniqueness. But I guess we can't overemphasize it, you know. Just be yourself, be happy, be joyful, choose joy all the time, and you know, enjoy your life while you have it. Because yeah, people will tell you that you can't do certain things, or you can't have certain things, but guess what, you can have even more than people would think. And that's why I really appreciate some people that, you know, they know that they have limitations, but they still do what they want to do. Like for me, for example, personally, one of my pet peeves is bad English, or when you don't know your tenses, or when your English is just bad. It's one of my pet peeves. But guess what? I've learned over time that English will not take you anywhere, especially if it's not your mother tongue. Well, it's good to have a good command of English, to know your tenses, to know when to say what, and to know the exact meanings of words when you're using them in sentences. But some people do not just have that. Some people are just not inclined that way, and they know it. They do what they want to do in spite of it, and they acknowledge and let you know that, hey, I'm not good in this thing. English is not my mother tongue. I am not really fluent in speaking English, but I try to communicate as much as I can. And they do what they want to do, and this is not in any way making them look bad. These people actually tell me that, hey, I don't know how to speak English, but they are doing very well on YouTube. They're doing. I love watching them. I love watching them because they are confident in the fact that I'm bringing you content, whether I know how to speak English or not. I love those people. Like sometimes I'll hear something and I'm like, wow, what did I just say? What did I just hear? But yeah, they're just themselves. Like, I love watching people that are themselves despite their limitations. They're not apologetic for anything. And I feel like that's the lesson of the story. Like, be yourself. Whether people think that you can have something, whether they think you can't do something. I mean, even for me that I'm on YouTube now, if I told myself, if anyone told me that I'll be doing YouTube, maybe like even 2 years ago, I'll be like, no, I don't think you know what you're saying. But yeah, I'm here doing YouTube. I'm being me, you on this platform. Yeah, and whoever cares to watch watches. Yeah, so that's the story that I have for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed and learned one or two things from this story. Yeah, and please like and share if you want to, and comment if anything comes to your mind, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.